No, Hasday, come on. And he took Hasday to a different group. Took Hasday just to a separate group.
Really?
Two.
Let's see what this is. I think we got the same thing too. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't too loud or too soft.
I can hear that.
It is a little bit. If I turn it all the way down,
next, Jackson Witt for your Tuttle Tigers, and Caleb Miller for Marlow Owls.
Air showers on the day before for the people that are injured on the weekend showers. There's space in there for them to set up showers. It's a lot of space.
At Ortho Central, we're committed to making your life better. Whether it's getting you back to the sport you love, chasing after grandkids, or easing chronic pain. With locations in Norman, Midwest City, and Newcastle. Ortho Central, we're part of your team.
At CFD, our mission is to deliver quality dentistry by providing big practice benefits with a little practice feel. Since 2008, we've updated our look, technology, and have added new smiles to our tenured staff to better care for you right here at home. Convenience for you is one of our biggest goals, and we often provide same-day treatment to minimize your time off work. We are open Monday through Friday to serve you. Visit cfdok.com for details. We look forward to seeing you at our big little practice.
Al's Heat and Air is a proud supporter of the Tuttle Tigers. Serving the Tuttle area for almost 40 years, we work on all makes and models. As a trained comfort specialist, we sell the best and service the rest. Al's Heat and Air, 405-381-3602.
At Marshall Auto Supply, our Napa certified parts professionals are here to help. We stock a wide variety of parts and accessories for all makes and models. Marshall Auto Supply. Stop by or call us today. Located in Chickasha or on Main Street in Tuttle. At Smokin' Joe's Rib Ranch in Tuttle, we're more than just a restaurant. We're part of the community. Our friendly staff and warm atmosphere create a welcoming environment for our guests. Come experience the warmth and hospitality of our neighborhood barbecue joint for yourself. We can't wait to serve you at Smokin' Joe's Rib Ranch, Tuttle. Are you looking for a reliable lawn and landscape contractor? Call Red Tail Lawn Service. We offer residential and commercial lawn care. Red Tail Lawn Service. Call today, 405-613-9718.
Country Equipment is your locally owned full-service dealer of Kubota, Polaris, Skag, and Hustler equipment. Whether it's for 2 or 200 acres, Country Equipment has the Kubota tractor and attachments to help you get the job done. Country Equipment carries a full line of trimmers, blowers, chainsaws, and more from top brands like Echo and Steel. Mowers from brands like Kubota, Hustler, and Skag are sure to keep your place looking great all year round. Plus, a full parts and service department for all the brands we carry. Come see us today at your locally owned Country Equipment.
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm about to show you a generator power shot.
Oh, I gotta see this.
Oh, you're gonna feel it. Off the generator, off your head, nothing but net.
Off my head.
Fuck it, generator power shot.
I missed a big shot, or that was slam dunk service.
Brian, you got hit in the head. That was not a slam dunk.
What do you think, Eddie? Aero Electric, service to the point.
Rivers is the daughter of Chad and Amy Browns. She has 5 brothers, Valen, Colston, Ashton, Weston, and Tristan. Rivers has been an active member of FCCLA, FTO, and Art Club throughout her 4 years of high school. While at Tuttle, Rivers has been a mat maid for all 6 years. After graduation, Rivers plans to get her esthetician license and possibly furthering her career in nursing for cosmetic purposes. Her favorite memory as a Tiger wrestler, mat maid, is Red Bulls. His biggest anti-activist, Coach Williams chugging my Red Bull at Gary and swore he was going into cardiac arrest. He, in fact, did not receive his Red Bull wings. Up next, we have Mia Miller. Mia is the daughter of Melissa and Brent Miller. She has 1 brother, Owen Miller, and 2 sisters, Ava and Shayna Miller. Mia has been involved in FCCLA, Yearbook, Spanish Club, and NHS. After graduation, Mia plans to attend college to pursue a degree in sociology, then later becoming a missionary. Her favorite memory as a Tiger wrestler is Bobby getting a parking ticket at the state capitol. Up next, we have Alexandria Wyatt. Alexandria Wyatt is the daughter of Jessica and Travis Wyatt and Shane Schmidt. She has two brothers, Otis Wyatt and Wayne Schmidt, and one sister, Bob Joe Schmidt. Alexandria has been involved in NHS, yearbook, and FCCLA. After graduation, Alex plans to pursue a career in cosmetology. Her favorite memory as a Tiger wrestler is walking around the state tournament with Mia and trying freeze-dried candy. Up next, we have Brant Kiggins. Brant is the son of David and Kristen Kiggins. He has one brother, Shaden, and one sister, Mercedes. Brant has been a part of high school wrestling for 4 years. After graduation, Brant plans to attend college and get his business degree. His favorite memory as a Tiger wrestler is story time at teen camps. Up next, we have Thomas London. Thomas London is the son of Trent and Julia London. He has one sister, Paige London. Thomas is a 4-year letterman in wrestling. After graduation, Thomas plans to attend UCO for school. His favorite memory as a Tiger wrestler is the team Jackbox games. Up next, we have Jace Warren. Jace Warren is the son of Clint and Marsha Warren. He has two sisters, Brinley and Gentry. Jace's high school activities include football, track, and NHS. After graduation, Jace plans to attend college. His favorite memory as a Tiger wrestler is when Noah left the scale at the San Jose airport last year. Up next, we have Bo Tinder. Bo Tinder is the son of Jeff and Krista Tinder. He has just one sister, Maddie Tinder. Bo's high school activities include him being a 4-year letterman in wrestling. After graduation, Bo plans to attend and go to OSU, OKC to train to become a firefighter. His favorite memory as a Tiger wrestler is team dodgeball games in the wrestling room. Up next, we have Garrett Spurlock. Garrett Spurlock is the son of Lance and Jeree Spurlock. He has one brother, Asher, and one sister, Ella. Garrett's high school activities include being a 4-year wrestling letterman and a member of the Honor Society. After graduation, Garrett plans to pursue a finance degree at the University of Arkansas. His favorite memory as a Tiger wrestler is playing Jackbox with the team in California. Up next, we have Brandon Lamar. Brandon Lamar is the son of Robert and Leanna Lamar. He has one brother, Jensen, and one sister, Katie. Brandon's high school activities include wrestling and NHS. After graduation, Brandon plans to attend OSU, OKC to become a firefighter. His favorite memory as a Tiger wrestler is cutting weight at 5 a.m. in Reno with JJ Head. Up next, we have Noah McDougall. Noah is the son of Caleb and Angela McDougall. He has two brothers, Isaac and Cameron. Noah's high school activities include being a 4-time football letterman, 4-time wrestling letterman, 3-time track letterman, and Special Olympics this year. After graduation, Noah plans to attend Fort Hays State to play football. His favorite memory as a Tiger wrestler is playing jackbox in Gilroy. Up next, we have Cody Abston. Cody is the son of Holly and Brian Abston. He has two brothers, Jake and Jesse. Cody's high school activities include football, National Honor Society, and a Special Olympics volunteer. After graduation, Cody plans to do college athletics. His favorite memory as a Tiger wrestler is the Great Garlic Heist of Gilroy. Congratulations to all of our seniors. You will be missed.
At Ortho Central, we're committed to making your life better. Whether it's getting you back to the sport you love, chasing after grandkids, or easing chronic pain. With locations in Norman, Midwest City, and Newcastle. Ortho Central, we're part of your team.
At CFD, our mission is to deliver quality dentistry by providing big practice benefits with a little practice feel. Since 2008, we've updated our look, technology, and have added new smiles to our tenured staff to better care for you right here at home. Convenience for you is one of our biggest goals, and we often provide same-day treatment to minimize your time off work. We are open Monday through Friday to serve you. Visit cfdok.com for details. We look forward to seeing you at our big little practice.
Al's Heat and Air is a proud supporter of the Tuttle Tigers. Serving the Tuttle area for almost 40 years, we work on all makes and models. As a trained comfort specialist, we sell the best and service the rest. Al's Heat and Air, 405-381-3602.
At Marshall Auto Supply, our Napa certified parts professionals are here to help. We stock a wide variety of parts and accessories for all makes and models. Marshall Auto Supply. Stop by or call us today. Located in Chickasha or on Main Street in Tuttle. At Smokin' Joe's Rib Ranch in Tuttle, we're more than just a restaurant. We're part of the community. Our friendly staff and warm atmosphere create a welcoming environment for our guests. Come experience the warmth and hospitality of our neighborhood barbecue joint for yourself. We can't wait to serve you at Smokin' Joe's Rib Ranch, Tuttle. Are you looking for a reliable lawn and landscape contractor? Call Red Tail Lawn Service. We offer residential and commercial lawn care. Red Tail Lawn Service. Call today, 405-613-9718.
Country Equipment is your locally owned full-service dealer of Kubota, Polaris, Skag, and Hustler equipment. Whether it's for 2 or 200 acres, Country Equipment has the Kubota tractor and attachments to help you get the job done. Country Equipment carries a full line of trimmers, blowers, chainsaws, and more from top brands like Echo and Steel. Mowers from brands like Kubota, Hustler, and Skag are sure to keep your place looking great all year round. Plus a full parts and service department for all the brands we carry. Come see us today at your locally owned Country Equipment.
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm about to show you a generator power shot.
Oh, I gotta see this.
Oh, you're gonna feel it. Off the generator, off your head, nothing but net.
Off my head.
Book it! Generator power shot.
Mr. Big Shot, or that was slam dunk service.
Brian, you can hit in the head. That was not a slam dunk.
What do you think, Eddie? Aero Electric, service to the point.
everybody please stand. Gentlemen, please remove your hats and headgear for the playing of our national anthem. Starting off tonight at 106 for Marlow Outlaws, Darton Halliburton. For your Tuttle Tigers, Maxwell Bradley. At 113 for Marlow, Justin Choate. And for your Tuttle Tigers, Cooper Jackson. At 120 pounds for Marlow, Marcus Williams. And for your Tuttle Tigers, Chance Fisher. 126 pounds for Marlow, Jackson Murray. And for your Tuttle Tigers, either Casey Rumley or Ryan Slover. At 150 pounds for Marlow, either Zach Dawson or Clint Layton. And for your Tigers, Bo Tinder. 157 pounds for Marlow, Cade Gilbert. And for your Tigers, either Eli Brooks or Carter Kazee. 165 pounds for Marlow, Jace Hunt. And for your Tigers, either Eli Brooks or Carter Kazee. 175 pounds for Marlow, Lawson Knox. And for your Tigers, Adrian T. 190 pounds for Marlow, Gage Hickson. And for your Tigers, Noah Dillon. 215 pounds for Marlow, either Brock Smith or Cleet Gilbert. And for your Tigers, Cody Ashton. And in heavyweight, for your Tigers, James Warren. Jackson's big in the middle.
All right, good evening tonight and welcome to Tiger TV. We're here back in the Tigers' Den for another tough matchup for the Tuttle Tigers. I'm here with Trent London. Trent, how are you doing tonight?
Doing pretty well. We got senior night tonight. Got all the seniors out there as captains tonight. Good to see.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I saw you down there walking earlier. Going to be an empty nester after this year, huh?
Yeah, I think you will be too, Eric.
I will. Looking forward to that.
But, yeah, it should be a good duel. Some good matchups. Marlow, returning 3A state champions last year, ranked number 1 in 3A. Tuttle ranked number 1 in 4A. So another good night for a duel.
Yeah. If you missed Tuesday, we had a really good duel then against Broken Arrow and Allen, Texas. You actually got to see 3 duels that night. So a lot of the top wrestlers in the state of Oklahoma and the state of Texas, and we're right back at it again on Thursday night with pretty much the same situation. Another duel that could go either way. It's going to depend on who shows up and who wrestles the best tonight.
Yeah, just like we talked about on Tuesday, these high-caliber teams like this, some of these duels can come down to the bonus points,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So it looks like we're going to start off at 106 pounds here. We've got the Tuttle band. They heard our message from Tuesday, and they showed up tonight. Good to see them here.
Anytime there's a big duel and you got the Tuttle band, I think that just gives us a little more momentum. So.
Get to go under the lights tonight. So for Marlow at 106, we got Daxton Halliburton. He placed 6th at a Salisaw tournament a couple weeks ago. And for our Tigers, Maxwell Bradley. And Max is coming off a really good showing out in Gilroy, California last weekend.
Yeah, and he wrestled some really good matches Tuesday. I think he lost both of them, but they were both very, very tight, and a couple of calls could have gone either way. But he comes right out of the gate here firing with a quick takedown and already looking for some near fall here.
Yeah, Max is a real tough competitor. He just keeps getting better and has grown a little bit. Kind of an undersized for 106, but he's able to grow a little bit and having a good freshman campaign here.
It's always good to see the freshmen coming out and having a good season, especially knowing you're going to have them for 3 more years after this. So, quick little 2 near fall there.
So yeah, we're at 4-0, about a minute into the first period.
This is shaping up to be one of those matches where we probably should be getting some bonus or definitely thinking about it.
Yeah, these coaches probably already have the score planned out in their head, and they've worked all the numbers out, and they know the matches where they need their bonus points, and they know the kids that they need to try to keep from giving up those bonus points.
Yeah. No, I guarantee you, there's not a doubt they got it at least halfway down in their head. Got a little old Vision Quest music playing in the background tonight. That's kind of cool, huh?
Yeah, that was back from my day.
Yeah.
Which brings me to, we have one more duel tomorrow night, which will be alumni night.
Oh, okay.
Elgin's going to come into town, and so anyone wants to come out and watch that. If you might be up north, I heard there's a pretty good duel up in Stillwater going on too.
Yeah, I actually won't be on here tomorrow night. I am actually headed to Stillwater. Want to go watch Dustin Plott take on number 1 ranked Parker Kirkeisen, or however you say his last name, Kirkeisen. But Dustin's ranked number 2, and he's ranked number 1, and it ought to be man, I hope it's a good match. I'm ready to see Dustin come out of his shell and just mop somebody.
I'll be up here, but I may sneak my iPad up here.
I guarantee you.
And have it on ESPN Plus. So Maxwell Bradley takes I thought he had 3 more near fall.
I thought he did too.
But looks the score clock, the clock shows 6-0 starting the second period. Max takes down. Looks like he's working on a switch here. He's able to get it.
Yeah, they haven't quite awarded it yet, but it looked like he should have had it already. Looks like he
kind of got a choice to go on around, but it looks like he's trying to
near side cradle there or something.
See if he can get that cradle. So now they've put the 3 near fall on from the last period, so it is 9-0.
Yeah, so definitely looking for more than just a major here. I'm thinking, we're at least looking for a tech fall, and if we can catch him in something, or
yeah, it's probably why he's not in too big a hurry to get the reversal. He's trying to find something he can try to pin him in.
Yeah, it looks like there's a little butcher locked up there. And if you can get that thing, man, that's a tight weight.
Yeah. So he does secure the reversal, bring the score to 11-0. We got about a minute left here, so he's got plenty of time to work here.
Yeah, right back to that little row through tilt. Another 2 near fall.
He got he got too near fall, and I heard Coach Williams say what I was about to. Is I think he didn't want him to do any more tilts. He wants to find something tight that he can try to pin him with, get that one extra team point.
Yeah, look for a chicken wing and a half or something, maybe even a cradle.
We saw one tie duel here on Tuesday with a broken arrow and Allen.
Yeah, that was a pretty special deal, bringing them two top powerhouses in here. And
yeah, what we see 3 overtime matches in that one duel?
Might have been 4 even. And what was weird is Allen won all of them. It was kind of weird.
A couple of them went to the ultimate tiebreaker.
Yeah. And I'd almost be willing to bet you we got some matchup here tonight that could end up that exact same way.
Yeah. So it looks like Marlow is going to choose the neutral position in third period, which is kind of a smart strategy, because if you don't take him right to his back,
yeah, you're done.
Then the match is going to be over, and that could potentially save one team point.
Yeah, because if he'd have taken down, he'd have got one escape, and then you've got the takedown still in your pocket with a chance to try to definitely put him on his back and pin him. But yeah, you're right here. It's his feet to back, or otherwise it's over. Can't tell what Max has hooked up there.
Yeah, it looks like he's got a quarter Nelson.
Oh, okay.
He does a pretty good job with that, but he's going to go ahead and secure the takedown and get the technical fall. 1:20 left in the third period.
Nice job, Max Bradley there. Picks up a tech fall.
That brings the dual score to 5-0 going into the 113-pound match. And I think we'll have Justin Choate from Marlow wrestling against Cooper Jackson for the Tigers. This is another one I think that the Tigers should have an advantage in, and hopefully maybe pick some more of that bonus point up there.
Yeah, it looks like Marlow has a couple of ranked wrestlers once we start hitting 126. Well, 120 probably even too. State champion there, so yeah.
Yeah, the middle of their lineup, and they've got.
Yeah, they're solid for 120 to looks like about at least 150, 157, and then they got a couple of pretty decent big boys as well. So, but you're right, Cooper Jackson with the easy takedown and escape there, a couple of them. So, right out of the gate, working to get some points on the board and
able to get to his shots pretty
easily. Yeah,
pretty easily here. So right now we're at 6-2 with about 1:15 left in the first period. Kind of looks one of the situations where coaches coached a couple of these kids to not give up that.
Oh, definitely.
The 6 points.
Yeah. Hey, go out there and compete and fight off your back. Don't get to your back. Don't put yourself in bad positions.
But it is good to see Marlow back at the top of their class. They're a historically really good program, and they saw a few years where they wasn't the Marlow that we remember when we were in high school.
Right.
And Coach Howington over there has done a really good job over there, and Sean Bateman and a lot of their alumni have come back and really.
Yeah, Keith Kazar wrestled at UCO. He's back in. Got a boy in the lineup. I think he had one graduate a couple of years ago. So.
Yeah, I've seen Ray Miller out there. Yeah. Was he a 3-time All-American at Arizona State? And so good to see those guys back.
Yeah, and anytime you get your high school program rolling, and you see the guys that wrestled in college, wrestled in high school, and they're hanging out, you got a good thing going.
Yeah. Well, I think it helped out a lot around here over the years.
Oh, I think it definitely helped out here. So, Tuttle wouldn't be where they were at if we didn't have the guys in our Little League wrestling room, and the guys in our Little League wrestling room are, there's a solid bunch. There's a lot of names on the wall behind us, that they're in there helping out for sure.
Yeah, we still have some of the kids that are in college now that they'll come out every now and then and come in and work out with the kids, and that's just good to see.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, Harley Andrews was here over Christmas up there working out, and Luke Serber.
So Cooper Jackson took the bottom position in the second period and gets a quick escape, make the match 7-2.
Nice blast double right there.
Really nice double.
Keep this leg
keep that leg turk there, and got to kind of work up higher on the body there and get to a crossface.
Really like to see him put together a good pinning combination right here. If he can get that tilt going and slide off to like a headlock or something, man, that'd be Yeah, he ends up giving up the leg Turk. But
Yeah, he let that go. He's kind of had trouble really getting anything locked up.
Who we have officiating tonight? He doesn't look very familiar to me.
I believe I was down talking to Coach Henning during the exhibition matches, and I believe that's Heath Gray. He was a national champion at UCO.
Okay.
And from what I've seen so far, he's doing a pretty good job.
Yeah. So a little near fall there, and kind of got loose on it and gave up the escape to Justin. So it goes right back in on another shot. That's good to see.
Back to another takedown. That's going to bring us to 13-3. Second period, kind of like the last match. You know, scoring a lot of points, but really haven't been in a position to try to get a fall.
Yeah. Yeah, 20 seconds here left the second period. He's done a really good job of staying in good position on top. Got a little loose on that tilt earlier, but other than that, he's done a pretty good job. Only points Justin scored from Marlow is basically a couple escapes that would kind of more or less let him up, and then that little roll through that he did when we were trying to do the little tilt. So
yeah, just those escapes or what he's got, and
he's going to take the down position here.
Yeah, good strategy there. Cooper can either let him up and try to get some more takedowns, or try to get back to some turns. And you kind of got to decide: do you want to get a tilt and try to get the technical fall, or work to try to get something tight you can pin him with?
Look like he's working a good chicken wing right there. See if he goes for the far arm or tries to look for a half.
Oh,
man.
Good job. He kind of stabbed
did.
that half on the far side
He
here.
did, yep.
Kind of needs to get his hips back over to this side.
Oh, nice
And,
job.
Cooper Jackson with the fall at 113 pounds. It's going to bring our team score to 11-0 for the Tigers as the band plays on.
This is one of our featured matches, I'd say. Looks like first one on paper. You got Chance Fisher for Tuttle, returning state placer, and looks like a state champ.
So it looks like we got Marcus Williams, who was third at the Mid-American Nationals and third at Geary, against Chance Fisher for the Tigers. Chance returning state placer, so I think this will be one of those matches that.
Yeah, and I think Chance, he had one of the bad draws there at Geary, and then I'm not sure what happened to him on the backside, but he's probably looking forward to wrestling somebody that got third place at Geary, saying, "Hey, man, I didn't get to wrestle you at Geary, so let me see what I got."
Yeah, kind of measure up, and kind of got in a good shot opportunity, but Marcus Williams, really strong defense there.
That was a nice shot.
Got into a nice shot there, and is able to finish it right on the edge for takedown for Marcus Williams.
Yeah, Marlow had weighed two guys in. What's the other guy's name? Tommy Miller.
Tommy Miller, and Tommy was a state champion at 106, so
they might be bumping him up to.
You never know in these kind of duels where they so much strategy involved with the coaches. They.
Yeah, sometimes you want to wrestle best on best, and sometimes you might want to go, hey, I think we can keep from getting pinned here and maybe give up, 4 or 5, and I think we can pin them here and, gain you 2 points that way. So.
Well, it looks like Marcus Williams at Mid-American was up at 126 and placed third.
Oh, okay.
And Tommy Miller had placed ninth at 120. So it could be, it's like Tuttle.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's good kids that just don't get a spot.
Yeah, definitely.
Putting a pretty good ride on right now. Where a chance kind of get one of those legs out and try to get to a base and fight the other one out. When they get both in, it's really tough
It is, yeah.
Tough to get a base, but
And then he's staying center of the back, putting a lot of pressure. With only 8 seconds here left in the first period.
Yeah, they're not going to stalemate it now.
No.
I'm sure he'll let it run out and try to improve on this in the second period. So Marlow, Marcus Williams is going to defer in the second period, and Chance Fisher is going to take the bottom position. Hopefully he can get a good first move.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to get broke down like you were that last period.
Now Marcus Williams looks pretty tough on top. So
good job bouncing right back up to his feet there.
Yeah, trying a little separation with throwing his hips into him there. Oh, nice job.
That's a good job.
That was, yeah.
Was able to kind of get some separation there. Gets the one escape, and I don't know if we have blood time or what, but the official has stopped it.
Yeah.
Looks like we have blood time.
Yeah, I think Tuesday night Chance had his last match had some blood time, so maybe whatever he busted up in his nose ain't quite healed up yet. So.
Yeah, it seems like these kids sometimes once they bleed, you're just going to fight it the rest of the year.
Yeah. Yep.
I think Cody Abston.
Oh man, yeah.
He looked like a mummy the whole second half of the season last year.
Yep. Yeah, and Tuttle has we have like Trent said, we have another duel tomorrow here against Elgin, and then I think the last duel of the season is at Mustang. I can't remember if that's next Tuesday or next Thursday, but
yeah, it is next week, and it'll be away. But this is our last home duel of the season, and.
Are we at Elgin tomorrow?
No, tomorrow will be alumni night, so it'll be here. So tomorrow night will be our last home night, home duel, and then Mustang next week on the road.
A good job here, staying well.
Kind of lost the position there, and
he did.
Marcus Williams secures the takedown to put the score at 4-1.
Got a lot of time here. See if he can build back up and get another escape before the end of the period for sure.
Yeah, right here you want to control one of those hands on up above your head and then try to slide a knee forward and build to a base.
And he's got a lot of pressure right on the backside of them hips as well.
Yeah.
It looks like a good tight arm bar there.
Marcus Williams, he looks like a pretty big, strong kid for a 120-pounder.
Well, and kind of like you said earlier, I think you said he placed at Mid-American Nationals at 126, which, that's one of the first tournaments early in the season. But,
yeah.
Well, we got some more blood time, it looks like.
Like some of the Marlow fans are unhappy about it, but in the rule book, if the official sees blood on the mat, they're obligated to stop it.
Yeah, and he wasn't about to take him to his back or anything. It wasn't like he had something locked up and he was going back there that way by no means. So not real for sure why they would be frustrated with that call. Kid's bleeding. I mean, kind of is what it is.
It looks like they got a few spots on the mat over there,
But it is very uncomfortable wrestling with that nose plug in there.
Yeah, any little thing that restricts your normal breathing can not only do you feel more tired, but I think mentally it wears on you too.
So at least the restart here. Let's see if we can come back to our feet. Got 20 seconds left here in the second period. Chance Fisher's down by 3.
Up to a nice tripod here. Got the leg hooked, so.
Be pretty big to get.
Got to be careful here with that near side cradle.
Yeah, it looks like Marcus is definitely going for it a little bit too. Got his ankle hooked up.
The time's going to run out in the second period at 4-1.
I think it's Marlow's choice here, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Chance went down in the second period.
Yep.
So it looks like we have some more blood time, and Marlow will have the choice in the third period.
Yeah, I know. I think Blackwell's ranked second, and that's kind of how it's been the last couple of years. And anytime you're at the dual state and you got everybody over there wrestling, when we usually get done a little earlier than everybody else, it seems like, and it's always cool to turn over and watch. Usually 3A is very, very competitive.
Yeah, there's some good matches. Some of those,
yes,
they got some rowdy fans, and seems like some of those schools, the whole town shows up. And
yeah, well, it's a good culture at a lot of those schools in 3A. Just like here, this is probably one of the bigger crowds I've seen on the visitor side this year for sure.
Yeah, I mean they traveled about an hour up on a Thursday evening. So Chance Fisher's going to start on top here, and
and he's not been up here on top, so hopefully he can get something going and get a. He went right to
looking for his tilt, and Marcus Williams felt it coming and went ahead and went back down and bellied out, and he's going to try to work back up from there.
Yeah, it'd be big right here to lock something like that up and get some near fall points.
Now, Chance really hadn't had a lot of success on his feet so far in this match, so
no, he hasn't.
Want to get a good ride here, see if he can get some near fall. At 4-1, you want to just be careful that we don't give up the major decision or bonus points there. Right. It looks like we're going to have blood time again.
Man, at some point they might just have to tape that nose plug into his nose where it don't come back out, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if it just keeps you out. Coach Riley Williams down there saw him pick up a nose plug, so it must just keep it.
Probably must be just falling out.
Yeah, they need to fold it up a couple of times maybe. Because I don't think Chance needs the rest. He's one of our kids that I think is in very good shape. I've never seen him gas in a match. So.
Yeah, I really don't think any of the kids out here on the Tuttle side have any conditioning problems.
No. You can tell Williams is
good spiral ride, and Marcus Williams able to get to his feet for an escape.
Well, at least be nice to finish off with getting it on a takedown here.
We're down to 50 seconds left in the third period here. We need to defend this shot.
Well,
not let him score quick.
I was just about to say it'd be nice to see Fisher take a shot. He's kind of got locked in on a couple.
I don't. It looks like he's waving his finger or something.
Oh man, we got some fans
looks
over
like
yelling. I don't know what the deal was at. We just saw him wave.
I don't think the official saw him when
of course
he was waving his finger, but he was. So we got injury time this time.
Yeah. Probably
hopefully the young man
a little bit maybe.
Yeah, he might have banged his head a little bit. And you shake the cobwebs out. Hopefully he's okay.
But there was a fan across the way over there. Sure did yell pretty
loud.
Yeah,
he was giving the official the business for not stopping it in a timely manner.
Yeah. But like you said, I didn't see him wave his hand. So we're back on our feet here with 35 seconds left. 5-1. Oh, nice little duck.
That was a pretty nice duck under there, and got about 30 seconds, and it's a 6-point match. So really, you'd have to have near fall or. Oh, it was a nice reversal by Chance Fisher there, and actually got a chicken wing there hooked up. So not a lot of time to work with here, and this time the blood time affected Chance.
Yeah,
but.
I don't think there's enough time to really get a whole lot out of it. Maybe two more
swipes.
Yeah,
you might get too near fall, but
a good job of keeping from getting majored.
Yeah.
Marcus Williams lets him up, takes him down again, and
he was in a position there where he was trying to lift him to his back, and Chance scrambled out of it and got the reversal there. And really could have got some near fall there, but
I think he was on that way anyway.
But when you're bleeding, you're bleeding. I mean, it works both ways.
Yeah, so escape there by Williams going to take us to 8-3. Chance still battling here right to the end. which is what you want to see.
Yeah. The time's going to run out here. And Marcus Williams for the Marlow Outlaws wins 8-3, bring the dual score to 11-3 for the Tigers.
Yeah,
we're going to have to
wait and see.
We have to kind of wait and see. They got three wrestlers listed here, but
yeah, I don't know.
No, we got
two. Well, Marcus Williams, Tommy Miller or Jackson Murray, so they said. So
it looked like Jackson Murray for the Marlow Outlaws is the one that gets the call, and he's going to wrestle against Ryland Slover for the Tigers.
Yeah, and Murray comes in here with a good record, 16-3 it looks like, and third at Salisal. So I'm not for sure. I'm not familiar with the Salisal tournament. I'm not sure, but I would think there's some top Arkansas schools that probably go to that. And should be a probably decent tournament. Salisal usually has a decent team, or at least a couple of tough kids.
I think they're right in the top 5 in 4A this year. Mark Smith, John Smith's younger brother, is taking over as the head coach out there and doing a good job with him.
I was going to say it won't be long then, probably. Slover's in a little awkward position here.
Yeah, Jackson Murray is on a pretty good shot here, and Ryland, you gotta know when to bail out of there because you don't want to give up 2 and a near fall.
I don't think he gave up any swipes yet, but man, he sure is close. Even still close right now. Definitely got to be careful here. Hard to go down by 5 in a tight match already,
Yeah, well, if you remember Tuesday, he got taken down and kind of ended up in a position where he got the breath knocked out of him.
Yeah,
looks like we got a reversal here. So we're at 2-2 with about 30 seconds in the first period. Ryland looks a little high. He needs to kind of readjust and get that leg in.
Yeah, or maybe just
maybe just give him 1 and not 2 here.
Yeah, because he pops his head out to go right back to 2. If he can at least bring this to his feet, or it looks like he might just try to squeeze
or
it
if he can hold it for a stalemate, that takes a little bit out of you when you get your head squeezed on for that long.
Yeah, no, definitely. He had that locked up pretty tight. So
we can get a restart with about 16 seconds left.
Get a good solid ride right here. Be nice. End up on top. He has to be careful with those legs. We saw him get a little high a couple of times here lately. And matches like this, stay solid, use your best technique.
Absolutely. That's going to do it for the first period. Looks like Tuttle has the choice.
Yeah, and, I think Tuttle deferred.
Tuttle deferred, and the Outlaws take neutral.
Yeah, Marlow even brought their mat maids tonight, so that's always good to see. Oh man, that's just something you can't do in this type of match. You don't need that. You got out of position, and then you're going to try to throw somebody through. You could have got caught.
Yeah,
we're right back where we were in the first period, though. Let's see if Slover can whip something out here and get a reverse, or at least an escape. Give
up a takedown, and Ryland's a freshman, and you still got to kind of learn that.
Oh yeah, no, that's how you learn stuff like that,
You get a hold of a junior or senior, and you're not going to be able to muscle them over like you did some of the kids in junior high and the youth level. But he's a good wrestler, and we're still in the match here, too.
Oh, yeah.
So 4-3, Ryland Slover gets an escape. Here on the edge. Lets him in on another shot here.
Yeah, and there's 45 seconds still left, so there's plenty of time for one of them to score. Just really need to stay locked between that crotch right there. And
like we're going to have a stalemate with about 33 seconds left. And
yeah, I was going to say that's a good thing that happened there. That's an awkward position to be in.
Yeah. Really got to be disciplined and stay in your stance there.
Yeah.
You don't want to be fighting that many deep shots off in a match.
No, and I'd like to see Slover take a good shot. I know he has one. I've seen him do it many a time. So
yeah. Well, Ryland will have the choice in the third period, down 4-3. So it could be that we're, back on our feet to see who wins the match in the third period.
Man.
A little pass by here with 3 seconds left, and Ryland gives a takedown up.
Yep.
I believe the official made the right call there.
No, that was a takedown. No doubt about it.
So now Ryland's going to need an escape and a takedown.
Yeah.
Down 6-3 with 2 minutes left in the match.
And it's one of those, the last 5 seconds, you got to stay solid,
It's like Jackson Murray's going to concede the escape and go back on his feet.
Yeah, and Jackson's taken him down 3 times, so it's time for Slover to, let's get what we got, man. Let's take a shot.
Yeah, he feels confident in his ability on his feet to get to his shots, and Ryland's not really got to any offense.
No, he's Jackson Murray's getting to his legs way too easy.
It looks like we're about out of bounds here, but
yeah, I'm surprised he hadn't already stopped this, but if he can pull his arm out, it's 2, so.
So we got 1:18 left in the third period. Jackson Murray from Marlow is in the lead 6-4 against Ryland Slover. Jackson Murray in on a shot there. Ryland tried to whip him over there. And
good recovery, though, by Ryland.
Yeah, kind of good reshot there. Found a leg there. Got to be careful here and look where you're at, because you don't want to waste this position right on the edge.
Yeah. Keep circling like he's doing. Try to swim off to that back leg right there.
And here you want to try to bring it to your feet and try to drag him back to the middle.
That is 2. We got a cradle locked up, or he broke his hands loose on it.
Got the 2, so we're tied. 6-6 at 37 seconds left. So looks like Ryland's kind of slow coming back to the middle. I don't know if he kind of fell wrong or.
Yeah, and I don't know if there's enough time to cut him and try to do that again, or try to ride him out.
I think you want to try to take your chance on the ride out. He was able to ride for a little bit in the first period there.
Yeah, you got to be real careful with those legs.
Looks like Jackson Murray is going to. He's content to take it into overtime and go on his feet. He didn't want to try to build up and take a chance of getting in that roll-through tilt here.
Well, he had. I was going to say he had the far arm locked up.
Like
we got a stall call tonight. That's
official called a warning. Yeah, we hadn't seen that in a few matches.
Ryland not to get too high here.
Ryland working a power half here. Time is getting short.
That's 2 swipes. Has to be 2. Oh man.
Didn't quite get him.
I never even saw him give a swipe, though, did you?
No, I didn't see him give any, but Coach Howington kind of giving Jackson Murray the business over there. And
nice job. Keep circling.
Nothing yet here, but Ryland has got the advantage position, and the official's going to give it to him.
Yeah.
That's a big win, Eric. It's a big win.
You broke down on that far hip. You step over that ankle, and you got the crossface. Hey, they're going to call that all day long. So.
The freshman gets taken down 3 times in the first 2 periods and finds a way to come back and win. So that's a big win for the Tigers. And
yes. That's one of those matches that was probably a toss-up on paper. And very good job.
So that brings us to 14-3. We're going to have Bodie Wilson for the Tigers, and we'll just have to see who they tell us for the Outlaws.
Up next, 132 for Marlow, Keller-Kazar, and for your Tigers, Bodie Wilson.
So the Outlaws are going to send out Keller-Kazar, who was a state runner-up at 113. He was 13th at Mid-America and 6th at Geary, and able to get a quick takedown.
Yeah, and his dad's one of the coaches on the Marlow team, wrestled for Marlow. So.
Yeah, Keith Kazar, he been around the sport forever. Grew up about the same time we did.
Yeah.
So we're at 2-0, minute and 21 seconds left in the first period. Bodie's able to get to his feet here and get an escape.
Well, let's see if he can get on his shot. Well, this could shape into another match like we just watched, which we love to see. Kind of get a little excited.
Yeah, that last match, it seemed like Ryland kind of, waited till the third period to really get aggressive and try to get to his offense, and hopefully Bodie will do the same. And
I think he kind of caught Jackson Murray just kind of off there. You know what I mean? He gave up 2 takedowns.
I don't know if he wore him out, but he just like the momentum shifted.
It did. It did. Bodie doing a good job, though, controlling and staying in a good position.
So we got 33 seconds left. We're still neutral. Keller Kazar with a 2-1 lead. We talked about it the other night. This last 20, 30 seconds of the period, that's where you really got to stay focused, and you relax and give that late points up. It can really come back to haunt you.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like time's going to wind out this time. We'll go in the second period with 2-1. Marlow's going to have the choice. It looks like Keller Kazar is going to defer, and Bodie Wilson's going to go back down.
So Bodie really needs to make the first move here. Some explosion, get back up to his feet, get this thing tied up, and start working for a takedown.
So Bodie gets up to his feet here. You want to stay up here, make him return you, and usually if they don't feel like they're in a good spot they'll go ahead and cut you loose because they don't want to pick up that stall warning. So we're tied at 2.
Both wrestlers staying in good stance and just kind of pushing, trying to work some angles. And
they're hand fighting and fighting for position. Bodie's actually doing a good job right now of controlling that inside tie.
That's a nice shot.
Gets on a shot right on the edge here, so we'll see what he can do with it. He's going to just drive him off and get another start.
Do that a couple of times, maybe get a stall call. He's in the match. Just got to stay solid here.
Yeah. Well, Bodie's doing a good job of controlling the center of the mat, and good job shooting him off there. That just kind of reminded the ref a little bit that.
No, that's 2 in a row.
He's going off backwards. I'm not. So.
And then right out of the whistle, he takes 2 steps back. Stall call would be devastating right here. It'd be great for us, but just backing out.
Yeah, Heath Gray, the official, he seems to be just fine with calling stall warnings, which I like. Let's encourage action in this, and I would assume they're probably going to get one here pretty soon.
No, I was going to say if he would have backed right out there, I think you got it.
If he doesn't get to a shot or keeps moving backwards.
Yeah. Keller Kazar's probably waiting for him to make a mistake, push it on him like that, and hit him with a duck under or pass by.
Or try to force something. There it is. And
100%. So that's going to at least force him to wrestle inside a little bit. Maybe he can push back into Bodie and he can take advantage of that. There's 5 seconds here left in the second period. Marlow's going to have choice here, so I'm assuming he's going to go down.
Yeah, I'd assume Keller Kazar go down. State runner-up. He probably knows how to get off bottom, but Bodie's pretty crafty with some tilts on top, so we'll see what happens here.
Well, I think Coach Williams does a really good job of working that little elbow tilt. All the Tuttle kids have that in their arsenal, and people that wrestle Tuttle quite a bit, they know that, but a lot of them still can't stop it. It's one of those things.
Yeah. This is kind of one of those situations where sometimes a kid will play possum for about a minute and a half and try to sneak out a point in the last 30 seconds and win by 1, but in a tight match like this. But Bodie's got a leg in, got a chance for a guillotine here.
Yeah, just needs to
not
stay
able to get to it.
And legs are one of those things. If you're in a tight match like this and you're not really good, really comfortable with it.
Yeah.
But he seems like he really is. Here, just got to make sure we're not getting too high. Got to reach for that far shoulder.
Like Keller Kazar kind of crawfishing back out of bounds to try to get a new start. Able to do so, but
one thing that's big right now is, even if he does get an escape, Bodie goes after him. He has that stall call, so that could play a big factor into how this thing ends as well.
Kind of really quick start there, but Bodie able to regroup and get a mat return.
Yeah, he's done a really good job on top.
Breakdown here. And we're halfway through the third period, so I think we're to the point now you got to commit to ride.
Oh, I agree. Yep, I agree. And
commit to ride or try to get that tilt if you can.
It almost seems like Kazar's really not made a big effort to get up. Like you had said, maybe he is playing a little possum, and we'll see it here in about 15 seconds. He's going to start really trying to get up. But
we'll get another restart here, and we got 38 seconds, so.
And that's something that you got to really try to keep him in the center of the mat here. Every time you get a restart, it's more of an advantage, I think, for the bottom guy. Did we call injury timeout here?
Yeah, we got an injury time for Keller Kazar from Marlow.
Okay. And just for the viewing audience, if they do have another injury timeout, then Tuttle would get their choice, which they could go down and try to get an escape and win this thing.
Yeah, try to sneak out and escape.
Yeah. Which they're taking him over there. I don't see any blood, but I don't think they called blood time, but maybe he's just blowing his nose.
Yeah, it looks like he's blowing his nose, and maybe getting some air too.
Oh yeah, no.
Sometimes they'll do that with 30 seconds left, so they get one burst of energy and get one.
Yeah.
Takes a lot out of you when you get road for a while there, and use that injury time and see if you can sneak something out in the last 40 seconds here, 38 seconds. I think Bodie get a quick breakdown or a mat return.
We're going to overtime.
I think we'll go to overtime.
Yeah. Kazar with the only takedown in the match. He probably has a little bit more. Yeah, he came out a little bit more effort that time.
Yeah.
But Bodie was ready for it. Okay.
Bodie able to get the leg in there. And going to kind of hip across here, try to get a crossface here.
Still got 20 seconds. He can get that far shoulder and suck that in a little bit.
Tell you what, if Kazar don't try to build up, it's not out of the realm that he can get another stalling here.
And I don't think anybody would gripe too much about it. Uh-oh. Oh, I like that.
He would have wrapped
hands.
it out, and I think the coaches thought they saw locked hands, but
hey, if you're Marlow, do you really want to win like that? That's all I got to say. Hey, yeah.
So,
and he didn't. I don't think he locked his hands. He might have barely grazed them, but
yeah, we'll see who's got more gas in the tank.
Hey,
and Kazar's going right back to back into the edge here.
Yeah.
And well, I tell you what, one more of those might end this thing.
I'm telling you. I mean, it would take some definitely guts to call that.
I mean, an official don't want to have to end it that way, but I mean, if you.
But look at this. I mean, look at this. If he backs right out here, you have to, don't you? I mean, you have to. I understand it's in overtime.
It's in overtime, but
I understand.
It's been the last.
And I don't think Coach Williams wants to win like that.
About the last 10 starts, it's been the same thing. We're going to go again. We got 27 seconds here. This has been a barn burner here.
Yeah, hey, 2 in a row, man. Getting a little excited up here. Yeah, these are matches that can go either way, and we're actually competing really good in these. In a good position here with that front headlock.
Look like Bodie Wilson going to pull out the takedown in overtime. That's a big win right there.
That was a big win. Just beat a defending state champ. Nice win for
state
Bodie.
runner-up, So,
state runner-up.
Yeah, so good win. It just had more gas in the tank at the end.
I'm still going to say it might be the band. The band brings out the best in everybody, and hopefully we're doing really well right here. This is a big match right here.
We're going to see Thomas London against Brance Bateman, third place finisher last year in 3A, 5th at Mid-Americans at 150 pounds. So he's come down some weight this year, and then and he was first place at the Sallisaw tournament. Brance off to quick first shot here. Thomas kind of trying to defend.
If he keeps that ankle, he'll be all right.
Bateman able to secure the takedown. And right here, you want to try to just seal off, get back to base and get some hand control. And
yep, definitely.
So the dual score is 17-3 for the Tigers.
And this is a match I would say Marlow's probably favored by a little bit. But Thomas can definitely pull the upset here.
Yeah, Thomas has been a little bit messed up about wrestling this match. This is one of his buddies. He hangs out with the lake. He's been over the house. Really good kid. Comes from a good family. Sean Bateman, he wrestled at UCO. Marlow alum also. But could be a good match, but you got to compete every time you go out.
Compete, yeah. No different than wrestling your brother, right? And most of the time you want to whip your brother, so.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, Bateman's standing in good position here on top.
Yeah, he's controlling that bar arm really well. And
yeah, Thomas has to roll that out and try to come up and get some hand control.
Good job peeling that half, but you got to keep the hand when you do it.
Well, see there, it just almost looked like he just had a full Nelson just for a second. And I didn't hear a whole lot of Tuttle people screaming about it. So. Oh, don't want to give that up here. 2-1 time. No, time was out. Time was out. Time was out. What did he call?
I think the official's saying he got the fall in before time was out. That's going to bring the dual score to 17-9.
Bring up Bo Hickman for Tuttle. Who's he got tonight? I was really hoping that Clinton Landon at 21-1 would be the guy, but I think they ended up bumping him up to 150. So Jackson Sally is going to come out for the Outlaws. Yeah, we don't really have any information on him, and
really no information on him. I think this is one you need to get some bonus points out of.
Yeah, I think that this is one that, you know, Bo being one of our best wrestlers on the team, you know, Oklahoma State commit, they throw somebody out there with the, hey, go wrestle hard, fight off your back.
That was a nice little shuck by, and just kind of blasted right through him. He can get some work on takedowns here for a little bit, and before it gets too far out of hand, I think he's going to try to find something tight to pin him with.
No, I would say so too. You know, and he's not trying to embarrass him by, you know, taking him down and letting him up. He's just trying to get a sweat going, work on a few things maybe he needs to work on. And
yeah, well, they got to turn around and weigh in again tomorrow, so you got to.
Which I think they'll get an extra pound tomorrow, right? Since they had
I think that if you go back-to-back days, you get an extra pound.
Oh, he is
and both teams will get it. So he's going to get his near fall, and I think he's going to adjust and try to go ahead and finish it here.
Yeah.
Nope. So we're at 11-3 with 35 seconds left here in the first period.
Looking for a cradle. Oh.
This cradle's pretty tight. Now, as soon as the official gets over there, he's going to slap it, and he does. And Bo Hickman with the fall at 144 pounds. It's going to bring our dual score to 23-9.
And getting some great comments about the old Vision Quest. I think that that show brings back a lot of memories. It's one of those shows, if it's a Sunday afternoon and you see it on, even if it has commercials, I'm probably still going to sit down and watch it.
One of those things, you're just not going to change the channel, you know.
Yeah, pretty cool, pretty cool.
So looks like we're going to have a. So it looks like the Outlaws have done some bumping. So they did Clinton Layden, they moved him up to 50. And I'm guessing they're going to probably move Zach Dawson up to 57.
Yeah. Yeah, they got an open hole there at heavyweight.
And Cade Gilder up to 165.
Yeah. Yeah, this is kind of that part of their lineup where they're pretty solid. Even Zach Dawson, I know that kid. He's very solid as well. So, yeah. Bo doing a good job here, and he really fight the hands.
Yeah, he was able to slip that inside arm out. So, you get a cradle and they got that arm slipped out, you want to be careful trying to roll them through that way because you can get caught on your back. And Bo's pretty good at it, too.
Bo doing a good job here, staying in a pretty good position for having a cradle on him, you know. Probably a good stalemate.
Yeah. Got back to the cradle there, and Bo's able to kind of post out there for a second. Got his elbow posted here. Look, he's got that inside shoulder up.
Yeah, it's kind of rested on his shoulders. Going to have to really get that bottom knee in the side and stretch him out if he's going to try to pin him here. But
he's got about 20 seconds here to fight.
Yeah, Clinton Landing comes in here with, what's that say, 21-1.
21-1, Rick.
Yeah, it looks like his only loss. He got third at Salisal. So
I recognize the name Layden in there's Ronnie and Russ Layden that wrestled at Marlow back when I was in high school.
Yep,
so
that name sounds familiar to me as well. So it's going to be 5-0 here going into the second period.
Like Marlow's going to choose a neutral position here. Off to a quick blast double there, right off the whistle. And
good job by Bo bellying out, though, there for a minute. It looked like he kind of wanted to hang on, try to hang on that front headlock and do something. But, you know, at this point, yeah, that's a little aggressive, I think, right? No?
Not sure what we – looks like we have a clock issue possibly.
Oh, yeah, we got 15 minutes on the clock. Yeah, I don't think anybody wants to wrestle a 15-minute period. I'd take it out of you, I think.
Looks like we're at a minute and 44 seconds now. That sounds about right to me.
Yeah. And Courtney down there on the computer, she probably has the time on it as well. And I don't know if it's on Track Wrestling tonight or one of those, but.
Yeah, usually the computer will have the right score and whoever's operating the scoreboards in the gym. The official time is really
on the computer.
On the computer.
Yeah. So just under a minute and a half here in the second period. Tenders down 7-0. Need to have something big here. It'd be nice to get an escape. And
kind of got caught with the arm behind him. Got to watch that arm there. Yep. But actually able to fight up and to his feet here. If he can back his head out, he can get one here.
Yeah, I'm going to say Marlow's definitely thinking bonus here. So be big if we can get an escape and maybe even a takedown.
Well, Bo Tender, he'll wrestle you the whole time.
Oh, there's no doubt. No doubt. You know, he's one of those kids didn't even start wrestling until 7th grade and done pretty good for himself here as a senior.
Really good kid. And
yep, good family. He played on my Little League baseball team for a couple of years, so I got to know everybody. So.
Clinton Layden is trying to work a guillotine here. About 44 seconds here.
You can definitely watch that arm there. He's got it kind of.
Yeah, he's kind of got it in a bad spot there.
Good job.
We're going to get another stop, get another start here, and
just little things, when you set out, keeping that far elbow tucked into your side, then you don't give up that chicken wing.
Yeah, sealing it off. And got to be careful here. And we got about 20 seconds left here. It'd be big to not give up any near fall or anything here and possibly even get one.
If he can kick that leg out, he's in pretty good position here.
He's kind of getting a little bit high.
Oh, he's way high. If he can snatch that head or something, it'd really be a good position. I think we're going to run out of time.
I think Bo has choice in the third period, if my memory serves me right.
Yeah, because Landon, I believe, took neutral.
It looks like there was an illegal hold. I think he figure forward the body.
Okay.
Is what the referee is indicating. And so it should make the score 7-2, right?
No, he had not gotten an escape yet.
Okay.
So, yep, 7-1.
7-1.
And Bo chooses to go down.
Which helps, because if he's not able to turn him, he's going to have to cut him and take him down twice rather than once.
Right.
To get it to secure a major. Good job there for Bo, kind of freeing out of the legs, and then he kind of walked his hips right back into him.
Yeah. There for a second, I thought he was out, and then went back.
But he's kind of slipped that leg. If he can kind of come out the back here,
door here, be big time. Especially if he come out the back door and somehow catch his head, because he was really high in a bad position, honestly. What we don't need right here is a stalemate. We need Bo to keep circling, keep jerking, keep working.
If he can get to a tripod and start shaking there, and there's the reversal.
Big time.
Way to keep wrestling, Bo. Look like we got blood time for somebody. I don't understand why the Marlow fans get upset because somebody's bleeding.
I don't either. It's not like we're gassing him by no means. And
he's not called for timeout. The official called it, and they have to. Really, the only ones that called injury time that might give you a rest or a couple of Marlow kids.
Yeah, two of them.
I'm sure Coach Williams and Bo Tender would have loved to keep the action going when you just got a reversal and had the kid broke down. I'd rather be in that position than a restart any day of the week.
No doubt about it.
But Bo back to the center, waiting on him. So.
And he hadn't really been on top yet, so we get to see what he can do on top. Be nice to get a few swipes here, too, to finish out this thing. Got a minute left here in the third period.
Able to kind of get in a little crab here, got his legs in, and just kind of keeping everything tight, pulled to him tight here.
And I'm going to probably say this is probably one of those matches that the Marlow guys probably had circled as at least a major, maybe even a tech fall,
We're kind of in a little scramble here. Look at Bo.
Get your hips up. Oh, no. Wow. And 25 seconds. Bo's a fighter. He's not just going to lay there. He's got to get rid of that half, though.
He's got that inside shoulder out.
He's got that shoulder up. Nice job, Bo Tender, fighting off his back.
Close to a reversal, and then
giving up that 5 points there, that's gonna put it to major zone now.
Yeah, we're at 12-3. We got 5 seconds left.
Yeah.
Marlow fans, I guess, can see better from upstairs than the official can see 3 feet away. They wanted to fall, but Bo fought his arm through and did a really good job to
really good job.
Save a couple team points there.
Yep. We'll see here in a little while how much of a factor that is. But the way this is shaping up coming down the stretch here, I think it could be big.
So this brings us to
157.
157. We're going to have Zach Dawson and Eli Probst.
Yeah, and this is one of those matches I'm going to say Marlow probably has circled. Dawson's tough. I know he placed it Geary.
Yeah, he's definitely got experience. But you got to be careful with Eli. Is he's a really strong kid, and he can catch you.
Yeah, he's looking for a feet to back move all day long, which sometimes gets him in trouble. But hey, if it live and die with it, I guess It's, Yeah, when he gets that front headlock locked up like that, it's just squeezing on it, that's definitely going to take a little bit of the sell out of it.
Zach Dawson with a shot on the edge.
Looking down there at Bateman wanting a stall call for the first one we raised.
Yeah, a little bit early.
Oh, nice
Eli
shot.
on a good single here. You got to get to your feet with that and try to finish it. He's actually
looking pretty
got
good.
Got him set there. You want to hook that leg and try to fight your head to the outside here.
Kind of swim around the waist, right?
Yeah.
He's got one arm out around the waist.
Yeah.
He really don't need to do something because he
With
don't want
that
to
leg you got,
right here.
He's going to try to put him in danger here. Now he's going to kind of give up his arm. So I think now at this point you do want to stalemate.
Yes, you do now at this point. It's kind of an equal position.
Unless you can get your head back up here,
Yeah,
and then
looks like he did.
But I think looks like the officials walking in, going to call it pretty quick. But
yeah, I got 22 seconds left. It's the first period here, 0-0. That's a good stalemate call.
Yeah, I agree. That wasn't going to go anywhere.
And he, when it looked like it might, he didn't jump in there.
You get to that 20-second point, that's the time to call it.
Right.
You know, when you get it inside 10 seconds, you don't want to call a stalemate and have a restart right at the
No.
end of a period like that.
No.
A lot of action here in the first period, but no score.
Yeah, this is.
I'm sure the way that Marlow is bumped here, their hopes was to try to get some bonus here.
Yeah,
but,
I agree, definitely. And I don't know who they'll throw out there next. They got a 157-pounder they could bump up.
Well, they got a state champion here, a 157-pounder, Cade Gilbert. And I'm guessing that he's probably going to be
wrestling 165.
165, and then
I'd like to see him bump him up and wrestle Ethan Teague. That'd be a really good match. We got injury time here.
Looks like injury time was for Marlow.
Yeah, I think they called it injury time, even though it's maybe 2 seconds.
Coach Howington was not very happy with it when I saw him.
Because if something happens now,
throw a Kleenex away. And
we got our choice, you know. So. Eli has to do a good job here on top. Get some good riding time, get him tired.
Yeah, you got to be careful here and work up off that leg. You don't want to hang down there too long because you could end up getting a warning, but good job getting up to the hips there, climbing back to the top.
Just keeping a lot of pressure here.
That's the thing when you play that game of bumping kids up. You know, you're giving up some size and strength.
Yeah. Well,
you know,
the thing is, the bigger they are, our little weights are, pretty close together, but they start really spreading out, especially after 157.
And most kids are giving up some strength to Eli Probst anyway. So
yes, yes.
So Marlow coaches in the crowd are getting a little bit.
Yeah, and he did kind of have an inside position, but I don't think he was back behind both elbows.
He had it,
behind.
But you got to be careful over there on the sides. You don't want to, in a duel like this, you don't want to cost yourself a team point.
No, and you got to understand, hey, you're the visitor, you're coming in. Not that, I can't remember what you said the referee's name was.
Heath Gray.
Heath. I've not seen him call here, so it's not like it's home cooking or anything like that.
He doesn't look like he's somebody that's going to be intimidated by it. He's really handled himself well so far. But both kids are wrestling. I mean, Eli's went off the mat backwards a couple times, but really he's had the best shot up until now.
Yeah. And it almost looked like his foot might have slipped out from underneath him a little bit. He went down on one hand, and about that time.
So Zach Dawson picks up a takedown there.
Yeah.
We got 36 seconds left. So it'd be big for Eli to get an escape here.
Yeah, we got choice going into the third period, so to bring it right back into a.
So really, we got to be careful there because really, by rule, you should be trying to return him and not just drive him off.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't see that called a whole lot in high school. You do see it called in college.
Yeah.
But you don't see it called a whole lot in high school. Hitting the 22nd.
So we're at 22nd here. Eli needs to try to get back to his feet again, but you don't want to do it when he's got a bar arm.
No, not like that anyway. That's, man. I would say you can see that coming from left field, but we're more in center field. But we
Yeah.
can definitely see that coming.
Yeah, you want to secure your hand control, or when they got a bar arm, you don't.
And it's almost
you don't go
like,
to your feet until you got that cleared.
Yeah, and when it's that tight, and he's on the elbow, and you come to your feet, and you're moving forward. It's almost like you're helping him with that momentum.
Yeah,
almost makes it look like it's a little bit easier, and you don't have an arm to post on. So when a little inside trip right there, and boom, you're right on your back. So 6-0, third period. Approach takes bottom. Here again, we got to be careful. We
got to watch this three-quarter Nelson. Some of these kids that are not as experienced,
No.
he did a good job just going to his belly here and make him go to something else.
Yeah, and Dawson, man, he's a strong kid. He's not as gunned up as Eli Prost, but I guarantee you that kid has, what we call the farm boy strength.
Yeah. He's been around the sport forever.
Yes, yeah. My younger son wrestled. He used to always hate to wrestle him because he was just always aggressive and just, a tough, good kid,
I think when they were younger, my son and yours, I think they were all about the same weight.
Oh, we got to be careful here for sure.
He got him in a little neck wrench here, and
he got that locked up pretty tight too.
He's got a lot of time left, and Zach Dawson able to pick up the fall for the Outlaws.
Yeah, that's big time right there. We'd have definitely given up another major, but saving those points, kind of like we talked about what Bo Tinder did.
Yeah. Well, that's going to bring us to the like Carter Kesey is going to come out for the Tigers at 165 pounds. And I imagine he's going to face Cade Gilbert, returning state champion.
I would agree with you.
This is one that's going to be probably heavily favored on the Outlaws' end.
Yeah.
Cade Gilbert, and for your Tigers, Carter Kesey.
Who we got down there announcing tonight? I kind of like the enthusiasm. You know who that is?
I don't know where Mr. McElroy's at this week. I hope he's feeling okay. Yeah. But that is Greg Wilson, Bodie Wilson's dad, doing a good job for us tonight.
He is. Aaron might have some competition when he comes back. I can remember when Tony Fox used to always do it, and I think he gave it up for a couple of times. Aaron stepped in and just never stepped back out, and that's kind of how it goes,
Yeah. Well, Carter's going to have to kind of open up on bottom here. We're going to probably see a warning before long.
Yeah. He just needs to do a good job, try to stay as solid as he can, and not make
try to slide a knee forward.
Yeah, just enough to keep him from getting that stall call. But I'll tell you what, man, these next 5 matches, 4 matches left, 5 matches left. They're going to be big time.
Yeah. So Carter, because he called for stalling there and tried to get to a switch there, and
he's about.
Cade Gilbert
nice job fighting off that though, man. He had the arm hooked and was able to get his arm back and showing some guts there, fighting that off, because that was a pretty tight. He had the old chin wrenched up a little bit, and
that was tight. He went to a switch, and Cade Gilbert kind of pulled the chair out from under him and sucked him back there, but he's able to get up. So Carter did pick up a stalling warning before that action. Kind of taking a barrage of cross faces and elbows.
Yeah, I think that's just straight frustration on the
well, we saw a lot of that on Tuesday. We had an official that wouldn't call that stalling on bottom, and these are young kids full of testosterone.
Oh, yeah.
And when it's not going to control, they're going to.
Yeah, you don't see that happening in a whole lot of tight matches. It's more when you got one opponent just kind of hanging around, I guess you'd say. Man, got both boots in here.
Yeah, we've got a lot of time here, about over a minute and a half left here in the period. Carter doing a good job. Not giving up any near fall yet. We're still at 2-0.
Yeah, against the defending state champ, I think you said, right?
Yeah. He was a state champion last year at 144 pounds. He's 4th at Geary, 1st at Salisaw. So,
yeah, and like we talked about earlier, man, anytime you get on that Geary podium all the way to 6th place, man, that's a tough tournament. So gave him another stall call.
Another stall call, and got a pretty deep half here. We got another minute left.
Sliding out a little bit.
Oh, good job.
Good job, yeah.
Fighting off his back there.
Just under a minute. He's doing a good job of fighting that half. Just has to watch that crossface coming in a little bit, but nice job popping the head off. I'm not for sure what the Marlow fans are over there complaining about again, but you know he was never in a position where I thought it was.
No, I didn't see a fall.
Yeah, the half was kind of locked in when he first went over, and it got kind of looser. And Carter did a good job of getting out of it. Maybe Marlow has some officials over on their side of town. I guess that maybe
looks like we're out of bounds there.
They call a lot of quick slaps.
Yeah. Well, it's like I said, I don't know exactly what they were upset about on that.
No, I don't either. We try to be as biased as possible. We are on Tiger TV, but still try to be as biased as possible.
See, they're upset here, but both knees have got to be within that cylinder. And,
supporting points, isn't it? And his knee was touching the mat outside the circle.
Well, your knee, whether they're on the mat or above it, have to be within in the cylinder. And his left knee was about a foot out.
Yeah.
I mean, his toe was in, but to pin him out of bounds, your knees have to be within the cylinder.
Gotcha. Now, a takedown's a little bit different, right? As long as your
it depends on the your toes can be on the takedown, but to pin them out of bounds, your knees have to be within that cylinder. But there's different positions. Like if a kid's on his back, the offensive wrestler, their whole body can be out of bounds because the back becomes all the supporting points.
Yep. So 8-0 here.
So boy, he's got a tight Turk here. I don't know if that's really something you can pin him that easy in, but Carter might get his head up here and actually get a reverse out of this thing.
I mean, kind of look back into that awkward.
At this point, you almost would have rather had 3 than 2 there.
Yeah.
But
yeah, and like the way this is shaping up, like we talked about earlier, every point is going to matter. I mean, looking at these next 4 matches, I'm going to say we're definitely favored at 175. 90's probably a toss-up.
75. Ethan Teague will probably see Lawson Knox, who's a state runner-up from last year.
Yeah, Lawson's tough.
And, Cade Gilbert able to pick up the fall in the 3rd period. Good effort by Carter Kesey.
Oh, good effort. I agree.
He's really inexperienced, kind of got thrown in the lineup this year due to some injuries or whatever, but really good job fighting there. And I know he's disappointed, but
hey, do nothing but grow from it, right?
Yeah.
Nothing but grow from it.
That's going to bring the dual score to 25 for the Marlow Outlaws to 23 for the Tuttle Tigers. And Ethan Teague for the Tigers.
Now 175 for Marlow, Jace Hunt, and for your Tigers, Ethan Teague.
So
it looks like they're going to do Jace Hunt, bump him up.
Yeah.
And they're probably going to take Lawson Knox up to 190.
Yeah. Lawson Knox, too, he I know that kid quite a bit. A good friend of mine's son, Craig Knox from Marlow over there. Went to grade school with him, but, man, he was always so little growing up. I think he wrestled 106 a couple of years, and I want to say might have even been like 120, 126 last year. So kid hit a good growth spurt.
Yeah.
So Tuttle definitely needs to put ourselves in a position here with a fall. And then we're going to need McDoulet to come out and bring an A game here. But the way it's shaping up is it's going to come right down to the heavyweight. And, You know, Marlow does not have a heavyweight they weighed in, but they did weigh in 2.
But they're going to bump a 215-pounder up, and I don't know which one it'll be. But I think that I would give Tuttle the advantage of both of those weights, a 215 and heavyweight.
I think I would too. You know, Cody placed, I think third. I'm sorry, Cody placed third at Geary, and I don't know if Brock Smith or Gilbert placed at Geary, but I know Marlow was definitely there.
Say,
so, yeah. And we just get certain information too. It's not, you know, we didn't go through every tournament of the year and make notes. We asked Coach Williams to get us a little info on these guys just so we can talk intelligently about them.
But it seems like
you can hear our Tuttle fans actually mocking the Marlow fans now. So it's starting to even get a little chippy in here.
So Ethan Teague picks up the fall. And it did look like Jace Hunt was probably sent out there with one job to do and try to not get pinned. And all of a sudden the Marlow fans got pretty quiet over there because So like we talked about earlier, you know, when you play the bumping game and you bump up and, you know, Noah's a really tall 190-pounder, so he can give you some problems.
This does look like Larson Knox. So.
Up next at 190 for Marlow, Lawson Knox. And for your Tigers, Noah McDougal.
So yeah, this ought to be a pretty good match here, I think. Does it say? No, it says he was a runner-up.
He was a state runner-up, a Mid-American. It looks like it said Ethan beat him 7-2 at Mid-America, so that's pretty good. Fourth at Geary, first at Salisaw.
Yeah, if he got beat 7-2 by Ethan, man, that's pretty solid. You know, Ethan, another one of those Oklahoma State commits we have on our team. So.
Yeah, I think the Mid-American, Ethan had came off of an injury from last year, and really that was his first competition back from what I remember. So he's really picked it up. I think he won by Tech Fall against the Gilroy kid in the finals last weekend.
Yeah, and he went 2-0 against Allen and Broken Arrow.
Yeah, he's really peaking at the right time right now. So we're about a minute in the first period. We're still at 0.
Yeah, both these guys just kind of
feeling each other out. Neither one's really threatened to score yet.
No. And you might see that go the whole first period, Nice little high crotch there by Larson. This is where McDougal really needs to use that leverage, that length.
Yeah, you want to work on that grip and try to get your foot back on the mat.
Yeah, I'm not for sure how tall Noah is, but
catch that arm there.
I'm gonna say he's at least 6'4", 6'4.5". Might even be 6'5".
I think he's 6'5", maybe 6'6".
Yeah, got a little high. Needs to chain wrestle a little bit better here. Be careful here. It's going to take us to 5-0 here in the first period. 2 matches left to go here to 29-25. Tuttle Tigers in the lead. And 3 tough duels in a row.
Noah's going to start in the top position. Noah's in on a good shot here.
Yeah.
Got to find a way to work back to the middle here and get this thing finished.
Well, I think Larson was down, so he's just trying to maintain and not give up the escape. But kind of hang out there on the edge probably as long as you can, right? And let the clock burn, so we're going to go back to the middle and get a reset.
It looks like they have given an escape.
Yeah, I don't see it on the scoreboard. Oh, okay, yeah, you're correct. Yeah, you're correct. It was 5-0 going into the second period. Yeah, McDoulet definitely needs a takedown here. And almost right back to that same position we were in.
In the hip lock, but you can't, you got to keep that hip lock tighter and not let him be able to limber arm out that easy.
No, and that's twice they've been in that position, and twice Knox, came out, lipped arm out, and finished it. So. That's one thing being a taller wrestler you got to be real careful of. So tall and lanky, you have a bad tendency of bringing your knee close to your head and giving up a cradle a lot. Be careful giving up a chicken wing right here.
I'm going to catch that leg coming in here. Noah gave up a tilt at the end of the first period here. You got to be careful here to.
It's almost about to give up some more near fall with 25 seconds left in only one swipe so far.
Looked like he only got one.
Yeah, I don't see no fingers being held up. So but right back at it again, though.
He's got near fall now. You got 10 seconds left. You got to not let him adjust and get his hips on top.
No, don't let him just keep scooting into him a little bit. Looks like he's going to get out of this period, but we're going to go down 11-0. Every point's going to matter here, so. Got to be careful going down, not letting him get that leg back in. Knox is pretty good with, looking at that cross face and turking him over. Oh, went for a cradle.
You got to sprawl hard here. That's a good sprawl, Noah. But they're going to put him back down, which is, I think, the right call.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we were out of bounds.
So here you want to try to slip that. See, a lot of these guys are just not controlling the hands. So much easier to stay out of those pinning combinations if you just fight hands the whole time.
Gave him the 3 slides, so another tilt here is going to end it. And it looks like he's got it. Now one swipe, one swipe again, one swipe again. Noah's still battling out there.
We're down to the last minute here. And as we said, every one of those team points counts. So we got
a 1 point difference here if we could just stay off our back for the last minute. We've saved a couple of points. Bo Tender definitely did a good job of saving some points.
So we've put a lot of pressure on our big boys here.
We have.
And we'll kind of see how how Marlow is going to play their cards with the 2 guys that they weighed in.
Down to 30 seconds. Doolett doing a nice job of fighting that power half of the leg in.
If he can keep from getting any, looks like Noah's going to pick up a stall warning, but if he can keep from any near fall here in this last.
There it was. So.
As long as he can get the near fall in the last few seconds here, it's going to give a tech fall. Yep. That's going to bring the score to 30-29 for the Outlaws. So we'll just see how Marlow plays the cards. I know the Tigers are going to bring up Cody Abston and then Jace Warren. So
there's no doubt who we're wrestling. So I don't know if you throw the better kid at Cody, you throw the better kid at Jace at this point, because you throw the better kid at Jace, that's fine, but you're giving up a lot of weight.
Yeah.
It seems like Brock Smith is probably their better kid. So.
So it looks like, just like you said, Brock Smith, I think it's probably the better kid of the 2.
Yep.
He's a returning state qualifier, 9th at Mid-American, 1st at Sallisaw. I still would give Cody Abston the nod here. Cody's state runner-up, and
third place at Geary.
And
what did he get out at Gilroy? Was he a runner-up at Gilroy as
he
well?
was a runner-up at Gilroy, close match in the finals. Kind of little hands in the face there,
Yeah,
but
I mean, it's going to get a little chippy. Needs to kind of drag out of that front headlock. You don't see a whole lot of kids doing that nowadays. Just trying to drag out of that front headlock. That's kind of, back in our day, I think that was more of a go-to, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So, but the best thing is just not get caught underneath there.
No, 100%. That's tough on him.
Cody's going to try to get another start here, and
you got to be careful backing out, though.
He's not really trying to score with it. He's just trying to burn clock.
Well, burn clock and just put a bunch of pressure on the back of your neck. That's going to wear you down later in the match.
Official's going to
stalemate it.
Stalemate this and go back to the middle. We got 35 seconds left. There's no score yet. Now Cody's got the front headlock position, so we'll see what we can do with it. You got to pull that head to the mat, and I think they might have had it there. He had both barely dotted the I's with those toes, but they gave it to him. The Marlow fans are less than thrilled about the call, but
coaches are as well. But hey, it looked like two from up here.
He's the one with the whistle, right?
Yeah. I don't disagree with the call.
No, I don't disagree. I mean,
he looked like he had both feet in. He was on his hip. We were around both those legs.
I mean, it easily could have been called fleeing the mat right
yes.
there, because you leave the mat to avoid a scoring situation.
Right.
So we're down to the last 5 seconds of the first period. Cody Abston leading 2-0. And I'm not sure who has choice here. Looks like Marlow's going to get the second period choice.
Looks like they're
going to just take the choice now and go down.
Yeah. Probably smart in this match. See what you can do on bottom, and that way when you go in the third period, if you know you need to cut him, you can cut him. If you know you need to try to ride him out, you're going to try to ride him out.
Yeah, I mean, you want to go down. Sometimes these bigger guys, you go down while it's earlier in the match and they're still fresh. He almost gets the one, but Cody able to keep him underneath here.
Nice job of getting back.
Official does a good job of holding his call for a second,
He does.
So.
And that got a little hairy. It was almost like he had Cody's elbow locked up where he could do a Granby roll back through that to a Peterson, and Cody kind of bailed for a second, and was almost to the point of giving up the one, and was able to circle back behind him.
So 30 seconds into the third period, and Cody Evston still in the top position.
Be nice to see.
Got him broke down good here. It'd be nice to see some near fall. Kind of take some pressure off of Jace Warren.
Yeah. The way it's shaping up right now is it's going to come down to whoever wins heavyweight wins the duel, unless Cody can get some points.
Unless you get a fall, then and then it still won't be out of reach.
No, it won't be out of reach. But I definitely would not see Jace Warren getting pinned by
somebody,
by 215-pounder. That's more than likely a backup 215-pounder. Or
like we're going to have a warning on bottom. We still got 45 seconds left here in the second period.
Yeah, Cody's doing a good job. He's not trying to do a whole lot of nothing fancy. Oh, he's going to get hit.
That's kind of. I've seen quite a few of those tonight that haven't been called.
Yeah, and I don't know that was real aggressive. It just made a loud pop. It was almost like the skin kind of popped him on the side of the face a little bit.
Yeah, I mean that's probably about the 10th one I've seen tonight.
Yeah, because it wasn't his forearm that hit him across the face. It
and
was
not just Tuttle kids, but both directions.
Right. And normally as long as you don't bring that thing from left field, and it was short, tight cross face, but definitely need to ride him out here. We don't want to go in the third period tied 2-2.
But I think he'll probably he's about to get a stalling call again.
Yeah.
And probably get the point right back, or he should anyway.
Yeah, he's not doing anything on bottom besides trying not to give up anything, just laying there more or less. So that's going to take us to the third period. Cody's up 2-1. Cody's choice here looks like he's going to take the bottom position.
Cody to
nice little
stand up little Granby, and then back to sprawl position. He's going to get, so you can get one, or is he going to run around and get two? Look like he's going to take the two.
You know, this might be a choice Coach Williams makes. Hey, do we want to cut him and try to take him down a few times and put him on his back, or are we content with riding him out and trying to put him on his back right here? You know, a lot of times Cody's pretty good at taking people from their feet to their back, you know.
I would guess we're probably about less than 10 seconds away from another stall warning here.
Yeah.
And then we'll just see what Coach Williams does from there.
Yeah, that would help us out a little bit as far as getting a major. Yeah,
there it goes.
Yeah, you called it, man. It was 11 seconds.
Well, I was off a little bit.
Yeah, just a little. Coach Williams definitely coaching Cody to do something. I can't hear what he's saying from up here, but
yeah, you almost want a stalemate or something. You don't want to waste it right here on the edge.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was about.
I don't either.
Giving a warning to the guy on top. That's
not.
That's not going to win you.
Facing, we're trying to chicken
It's
wing,
like Bobby's going to go have a talk about this.
I think we got some blood time here as well.
I don't know how you warn a guy on top that's trying to work when a guy's just laying on his belly and not even trying to build up.
You know, and I mean, whether you're 5-2 or you're 7-2 or whatever it is, I mean, I'm thinking this way in the duel, you know, if you could get another point, and I don't know who would win criteria here. I don't know who's won the most matches. We'd have to go back and count.
Yeah.
But I would say we did because we've given up two or three falls.
Yeah.
And we've only, well, I guess we've pinned a couple of them as well.
But you know, Fischel's been around the sport enough to kind of know the situation here. He's trying to get a fall, and the other kid's trying to not get pinned.
Right.
To give a stall warning on the top wrestler is pretty egregious in that situation.
No, I definitely agree. Looks like Cody's going to work from just the top position here. Look for he nicely can lock this cradle up right here. He's definitely going for it. Didn't quite get his hand all the way up underneath the knee.
We're down to the last 30 seconds. He's showing a bit of urgency here.
Yeah.
And
15 seconds.
Got it dug out of here. And
I don't, even another stall
you're going to give another
not,
stall call, but it's not going to change it from a decision.
No.
So down in the last 3 seconds of the match.
You can see the frustration of Cody giving a little elbow to the back of the head.
It's going to bring us at 32-30. So we're coming down to the heavyweights.
So we'll see how Cleet Gilbert is here. Cleet looks a little bigger too, so.
Yeah, Cleet Gilbert and Jace Warren.
What did Cleet weigh in at here?
He weighed at 210.
Okay.
Jace weighed in at 251.2.
So definitely giving up 40
give
pounds.
About 40
there,
pounds.
One good thing, Jace is not a very aggressive wrestler. He's going to stay in good position, just like that. Get him on his hands and spin around behind him. And Jace is very good on top. So
yeah, that's where you see that 40 pounds when he ties up and puts those heavy hands on you.
Well,
he snapped him right down and went around.
And now look, just being centered on the middle of his back, looking for a half, looking for whatever. It's going to be very difficult for Gilbert to get up from here.
Yeah, I'd almost try to get back to the middle, get a fresh start, and I don't know why we're still inbounds here, but
no, I don't either. I'd like to see Jace just get a good solid half in there, run it over the top, get a pin, and I'd like to hear that Tuttle fight song one good time before I get out of here tonight.
got that arm back behind the back, but
and Jace has actually gotten really good with that this year.
Yeah, and Gilbert actually kind of able to walk his hips back around, wasn't he?
Yeah. Then he goes right in there and locks up that chicken wing. Need to get him a little flattened out here, definitely. And when he does, bad thing is we're on the edge of the mat, and if he can circle back and get –
That's a really smart way to do that.
Oh, yes, that was very smart.
Very smart way to do that.
Reaches over the top of the head.
Over the top.
There.
I don't think we're going to get out of the first period here, Eric.
Man, it's tight now. It is definitely tight now. Needs to put this like that. Put that shoulder right in the sternum there. That a boy.
There you go.
All right.
That's a fall for Jace Warren on senior night, our senior heavyweight. And that's going to end the duel. Good duel tonight. 38-30 for the Tigers. And thanks, everyone, for listening. Yeah. Eric, I'll let you sign us off.
Yeah, Marlow, you guys have a safe trip going back home. And Eric Terry and Trent London here. We'll see you next time on Tiger TV.